I stopped covering my brother's shop phone, and his customers called me at home. So my brother Danny owns an auto shop, has for like 6 years. And for most of that time, I've been the guy who answers the phone. Not officially, I don't even work there. I've got my own job, remote IT stuff, so I'm home most days. Danny's out in the bays with grease up to his elbows and he can't get to the phone. So when he opened, he asked if I'd just have the shop line forward to my cell during the day. Take messages. Tell people when their car's ready. Little favor. Just till I hire a front desk person, he said. That was 2019. He never hired anybody. So for years, I'm sitting at my desk on a work call and my personal phone lights up. Is my Camry done? Why's the transmission quote gone up? You people said Tuesday. I don't know, man. I don't touch the cars. I'd walk out to the garage, ask Danny, he'd grunt something, I'd relay it. Honestly, I only kept doing it because he's my brother, and it felt petty to quit over a phone. But the calls got meaner. Like the customers were mad at me, and a few of them started saying stuff that didn't add up. You told me the warranty covered this. I never told anybody anything. So back in the spring, I just stopped, turned off the forwarding on my end. Figured the calls would go back to the shop where they belong. They didn't. They came straight to my personal number, my actual cell, the one I give friends. First one was a guy at 8 p.m. on a Sunday. You're gonna refund my $400 or I'm coming down there. I said, sir, I think you've got the wrong number. This is a personal phone. He goes, this is the number on my invoice. Danny's shop. Don't play dumb. The number on his invoice. My number. I called Danny. Why is my cell on your invoices? Long pause. It's on a couple things, yeah. A couple things. Turns out it wasn't a couple things. It was everything. The Google listing, the window decal, the receipts, the quote forms, the little magnets he hands out. Every single one had my personal number printed as the shop's line. Had for years. That's why turning off the forwarding did nothing. The calls were never forwarding. They were coming to me because I was the number. Danny, why would you do that? And he says it so calm. Because when a job goes sideways, the customer calls that number instead of me screaming in the shop. Keeps me focused. And if they're really hot about it, I tell them to take it up with the service manager. He kind of laughed. That's you, I guess. I just stood there. 6 years I'd been eating abuse from people whose cars he half fixed because he wanted a buffer. Every furious caller, every threat, every Sunday night, those were his messes. He put my name on them on purpose. Then the refund thing clicked. Danny, are people calling me about money? Another pause. Longer. He'd been upselling warranties. Little shop coverage add-ons, 40-50 bucks a pop cash. No paperwork behind them. Nothing real. When a customer came back trying to use one, Danny told them the warranty was handled through the manager and gave them the invoice. My number. So I've been fielding refund demands for months for money he pocketed and never logged. You've been sending angry people to me for cash you took. I'm not sending them anywhere. That's just the number that's out. You're overreacting. I hung up. I sat with it for a day. Then I did the thing he never counted on me doing. I own that number. It's mine, in my name, on my account, tied to me. So I called the guy from Sunday back. Hey, you're right. This is the number on your invoice. But I don't work at that shop and I never have. That's my brother Danny's business and this is my private cell. He put it on your paperwork without telling me. If you paid him cash for a warranty, that was him, not a shop program. Here's his actual number. And I read it out. Danny's personal cell. The one he screens with. I read it to that guy nice and slow. Then I did it for the next caller. And the next. Anybody who rang about the shop got the same thing. I'm not the manager. There is no manager. Here's Danny's real number. Call him direct. I updated my voicemail to say it too. You've reached a personal line. For the auto shop, the correct number is, and I listed his. Danny called me that night. And this time he was the one getting the calls. What did you do? My phone hasn't stopped. People are showing up. I stopped covering for you. They're your customers, Danny. It's your shop. It was always your number they needed. I just gave it to them. You can't do that. They're gonna take it up with the manager, I said, and hung up. His decal still has my number on it. I'm charging him for every call it sends me.